going YouTube? This is K93Tech here, and tonight I have another review for you guys. And this one is for the GraytLittleFan provided by Bob Gray and his crew out there at GraytIdea.com. Go ahead and check them out. They're a pretty cool company. They have some pretty cool ideas for devices and little gadgets that will work with the 30-pin dock connector of your iDevice, regardless of how old it is. As long as it has a 30-pin dock connector, it will work. So, as the name implies, this is a great little fan. Now, as you can see, obviously, the fan blades are right here. They're made of this plasticky material, and they're hooked onto this plastic base. And all you gotta do to install it is you just take your iDevice and then plug it into the 30-pin dock connector, like so, and it's installed. And to turn on, there is an on-off switch here, which you can't see, but I'll try to get a close shot of this later. There's an on-off switch that you toggle on and off. Now, currently, right now, it's turned on, but the reason why, obviously, is because my iPod is actually not turned on. Once you actually turn on your iDevice or awake it from sleep mode, that's when the fan will start to work. So now you guys know a little bit about the GraytLittleFan from GraytIdea.com. I'm going to go over the things I particularly like about this. First, I like that it's small and portable. Obviously, in today's world where we're always on the go, having something small and portable but yet functional is a very key thing. I also like the fact that it comes with this hard plastic carrying case that's also somewhat not insulated, I guess, but has this stuff that to prevent it from, this foam that helps keep it secure so it doesn't shuffle around inside. So having this small case is a very nice convenience, and it also makes this even more portable. Also like the fact that there is an on-off switch, because if you plug this into your iPod and it automatically just turns on just because, then that could not end really well, even though this fan doesn't really hurt when you stick your finger in it when it's at full blast. Also the fact that it piggybacks energy off of your iPod or iPhone or iPad's battery life is kind of a nice feature, even though I know it might be a setback for some of you people. And the reason why I like that is because I really don't like having an extra charger lying around just for another device. Even though most devices nowadays use mini or micro USB to charge, and those are kind of universal adapters, it's really nice to not have to charge this and not worry about it running out of battery. All it does is it uses your iPod or iPhone or iPad's battery, and then it piggybacks energy to power the fan. Also, it's very adjustable. You can rotate this actual part, which is why this crease is here. You can actually take this part and then bend it down to any angle between here and here. So you have a 180-degree angle at which the fan can point from the straight parallel line to the 90-degree perpendicular format, as you see here. Two things I don't like about this product, and they're kind of biggies, is that if you have an iPod whose 30-pin dock connector is on the same side of the iPod as the headphone jack, you will not be able to access your headphone jack, as you can see here. It obviously blocks the 3.5mm audio jack, which would normally be right there. Now, of course, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, that won't be a problem. It's just a problem with the iPods because those are generally smaller, and the audio jack is on the same side of the iPod as the 30-pin dock connector. Also, the thing I don't like about it is that this fan thing, the adjustable angle, which is why there's a crease here, is kind of weird. Now, when you have it in this straight linear fashion, it's not that terrible because you can hold your iPod like this and then have it blowing towards you. Or if you rotate it so that it's at the other orientation, the 90-degree orientation, you can still hold your iPod like this and still have it blow towards you. But if you're using your iPod and say you want to blow directly at you, the angles in between aren't very convenient. If you do maybe point it at the halfway point, then if you're trying to point it towards you, you can see the problem here is that it's pointing downward and not at you. Now, I'm not sure they're going to fix this when they actually make this for mass production and they're actually going to put it in retail, but that's just this particular prototype model. Again, this is a prototype that he sent out to me. And I'm not sure if that's going to be on the finalized version or finalized model, but if it is, that's just something you guys should look out for. If it's something that doesn't bother you, then it doesn't bother you, but it's just something that I had to mention because it kind of bothered me a little bit. Before you guys go ahead and think that this is a bad product because of the things I just mentioned of it blocking the audio jack and for it having weird rotatory angles, I want to mention this, that when you go on GraytIdea.com and then you page through the bottom tabs, it's labeled 1 through 6. Just click through until you get to the GraytLittleFan. You will see a picture diagram of what the GraytLittleFan looks like. And you guys will take notice that it does look different than this thing I have in my hand right now. And I think because this is a prototype, Bob Gray and his crew out there decided that this prototype was either inefficient or wasn't suitable enough for their ideals. And so what they did was they kind of remodeled it, and they took this fan and they removed, as far as I can tell, the adjustability of it, and they took it and mounted it on the front left side of the GraytLittleFan base, I guess. And instead of having an on-off switch, they have a little white button that can turn on and off. Again, I think. These are just from pictures I'm seeing. And so I'm pretty sure that this prototype that I'm reviewing right now is one that has features that aren't going to be on the finalized model when they actually go into mass production and are available for you guys to buy in retail stores and online. Before I end this review, I have to tell you guys something about the battery life. Now, I haven't actually been able to fully test this out and to make sure that what Bob Gray told me was actually accurate, but from what he told me in an email is that this little fan doesn't use much energy at all. He said that you can run this for 2 straight hours and your battery will only be depleted by 20 to 25%. So having that much power being, taken out of your iPod to power this fan for 2 hours, that's plenty enough cooling time or power to cool you down for a little while. I'm pretty sure it doesn't take 2 hours to, cool yourself down with this little fan. Your body will naturally recover from any, heat that you get from exercise in about 20 to 30 minutes anyway, depending on who you are, of course. So really, if you guys just want a quick cool down or a quick way to cool down and you happen to have an iPod, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you do out there, then this product is pretty good. And I will say that it does cool rather efficiently. I've been exporting the review for the TouchCam N1, and it's like this 16-minute HD video. So I was actually trying to, just for fun, cool my laptop down with this fan. It actually does cool it down quite significantly. Even though my laptop gets really hot, this still managed to cool it down so that the top surface of it at least felt cool. So this fan definitely has the power to cool you down. Of course, it's obviously not going to be as powerful as those bigger handheld fans. But again, for something that works with your iPod or your iPhone or iPad, I really can't complain about this product. It is a pretty good product, it is what it says, and from what I can see from the promotional pictures that he has on his website, this fan seems pretty promising, and it's going to get even better than what this little prototype is right here. So right now, this is just the review for the GraytLittleFan from GraytIdea.com and Bob Gray and his little crew out there. So I want to thank them for sending this out to me for review, and just remember to rate, comment, and subscribe for more tech review videos and unboxings in the future. See you guys later.